Hello, my friend! We're talking about writing texts. And when we write something, we must know who we're talking to and where we're sharing this information. Organize your text in a way that you be read and understood in that platform. Should I talk on video? Should I write only one sentence? Should I write a deep article about this topic? How much space do I have? Hello, my friend! Let's write texts to make changes in our communities, in our society, to make positive change in this planet. Today, you will learn how to write and share your texts related to poverty, related to rights and duties, related to youth, but always with a focus in the action. I like to read texts, I like to listen to ideas, and I have to tell you, I prefer action. During this class, we'll learn how to make a call to action. If we only talk about problems and don't focus in solutions, I believe we're just wasting our time. I like to see, to implement solutions. And it's much more fun to see and work for solutions than to debate and discuss and have arguments about the problems. And I start this class with part of a book from a Brazilian writer, Augusto Cury. He wrote this book, The Smartest Man in History. Who was the smartest man in history? This is a conversation between Luke and Mary. Luke was a physician, a doctor, and Mary was a mom in charge of taking care of her child. Exactly like all the other moms around the world. And in this conversation, Luke asks Mary, Mary, was the escape to Egypt hard? And then she answers, well, dozens of kilometers on the back of a dump. I had to make my necessities under the sun. The sun was very hard. There were strong winds, cold, very cold at night. Living in lands of unknown people. What do you think? Do you think it was easy? Luke says, did you regret for a moment of having accepted the mission? And then Mary answers, never, ever. I'm privileged. I learned to be happy in the middle of the chaos. The losers see the storms and go back. not me. When I see storms, when I saw storms, I tried to see the opportunity of cultivating. This text is talking about having problems and seeing opportunities. Having challenges and seeing ways to grow, to be better, to improve our lives. In this class, we talk about poverty, social inequality, and I also ask you, how can we, you and I, solve these problems? Let's release our body. Let's warm up for this challenge. Release the tension of your neck, of your shoulders. Release the tension of your legs. Move your legs, please. Let's exercise. Let's activate the muscles of our legs, my friend. I don't know if you can see my legs, but we're going to do this movement here. This is the extension of your leg. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other leg, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The noises I hear when I move my left knee is amazing. Now, let's do this movement here. We close and we open. Close and open. Let's go. Countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, let's go up and down 45 degrees. 0, 90, this is 45 degrees. We're going to exercise chest and shoulders. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Release your muscles. And let's breathe, my friend. Let me rest for a while. I'm a bit tired. Let me drink some water. Please hydrate yourself. Hydrate yourself. You need water. You need to be strong to face these challenges of life. I always tell you, do you want to help others? Start by helping yourself. Do you want to be generous? Start by being effective with yourself, with your body, with your health, with your finance. Let's breathe, my friend. Once more, please. All right. Let's get started. Let me leave myself on airplane mode. This way, I am 100% with you. I have no interruptions. If you can isolate noise, isolate distraction, it helps you a lot to be concentrated, to get the best of this experience. Please, close the window, close the door. Isolate distractions to enjoy this moment. Are you prepared? Of course you are. I know you are prepared. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Let's learn how to write texts and share them on social media. And our goal today is to write texts with a potential to make positive change in the world. And when I say change the world, I always like to remember that big changes start with small steps. I want to change the world, but first I want to change my home, myself, my classmates, my school, my neighborhood, my community. And then this multiplier effect starts to grow. To write a text that has this goal of inspiring change, we must be strategic. Felipe, but I'm doing good. I'm helping people. The others must value. It's our obligation as human beings to have empathy. Not really. If we are not strategic, we cannot reach many people. So, what are the strategies? First, we need to give the example. You want to share on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on social media about a volunteer work that you were doing. And you need more people to have more impact. How can you do it? You have to show that you were doing the job, that you were giving, that your skin is in the game, and you have to appeal to emotions. Last class, we talked about persuasion, different tools to persuade people. And emotion is one of the tools. So you can write a post saying, "Hello everyone. I am doing a volunteer work in our community and I invite you to join us. We're going to have fun and serve other people. I have done this job for some weeks and now I need your help to keep doing it. Please join me next Sunday for 1 hour and we'll have fun and we'll feel love. I am waiting for you next Sunday at 3 p.m. When you have this message here, you are showing your audience, that your followers, your friends, your family, that one, you are giving the example. It's not only words. Second, you were showing the benefits they will receive when they follow your invitation, when they accept your invitation. And you are specific. When you communicate, you have to be specific. You want to talk about ending poverty. This is a huge challenge. But we can start in our neighborhood. Social inequalities. In my opinion, the generator of social inequality is lack of good education. So, why not teaching English to people at your school? Why not teaching English to your co-workers? Ah, Felipe, but I don't know how to speak English. Come on, I'm learning here with you. Great. You can start with the basics. Hello. Hi. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. I'm Felipe. Nice to meet you. What's your name? You can start with the basics. Remember, there is no perfect moment to write a text. There is no perfect moment to start a volunteer work. If I ask you, do you have time to have an extra activity? You tell me, Felipe, sorry, I don't have time for that. I am busy. No one has time until it becomes a priority, until it becomes something fun. We have a class talking about it. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend, how are you? Nós já vimos que para se relacionar bem com as pessoas, nós precisamos não criticar, elogiar, despertar um forte desejo na outra pessoa. E para fazer as pessoas gostarem de nós, nós já vimos 2 princípios. Torne-se verdadeiramente interessado na outra pessoa. E o segundo princípio, smile, sorria. Hoje nós falamos do 3º princípio. E eu te pergunto, você entendeu que nós estamos fazendo uma história aqui com você? A gente está caminhando aqui na fazenda e fazendo todo um caminho, uma sequência, você percebeu? Eu espero que você tenha percebido. E agora nós vamos falar do 3º princípio para fazer as pessoas gostarem de você. One moment, please. Bom, tornar-se verdadeiramente interessado pela pessoa. Sorrir. O 3º é chamar as pessoas pelo seu próprio nome. E aí eu confesso para você que eu tenho dificuldade com isso. Tenho dificuldade em memorizar o nome das pessoas. Mas Dale Carnegie diz que o nome mais doce que uma pessoa pode ouvir é o seu próprio nome. Ele diz: o homem é mais interessado no seu próprio nome do que em todos os outros nomes da terra juntos. Lembre-se do nome, chame-o facilmente e terá prestado a qualquer pessoa um sutil e muito eficiente cumprimento. Eu lembro que um dia, quando eu lecionava na universidade, eu tinha uma aluna chamada Zeilane, uma aluna especial. E aí eu chamava ela de Zeilane, obviamente. E ela falava: ô professor, é a Zelaine. E um dia eu falei para ela, ô Zeilane, acho que seu nome está errado aqui na lista. Lê aqui para mim, por favor. Ela leu. Ah, tá certo, professor. Provavelmente a Zeilane está assistindo esse vídeo. Ela falou, tá certo. Eu falei, então por que você fala Zeilane e não fala Zeilane, que é seu nome? Ah, Zeilane é mais fácil. Mas o que eu quero te dizer com isso é que todo mundo está atento ao seu próprio nome. A pessoa que você conversa está atenta ao seu nome, ao nome dela. Trate as pessoas pelo seu nome. E aqui eu quero te pedir para comentar a sua técnica. Como que você lembra o nome de todo mundo? Comenta aqui, eu quero aprender essa técnica. Beleza? Lembre-se, princípio 3, chame as pessoas pelo seu nome. Essa é a palavra mais doce que a pessoa pode ouvir no mundo.
Yes. Remember, my friend, when you write about something, study the topic before. If you want to talk about education, study the topic you cover. If you want to talk about public health, study this topic before. Before sharing your opinion, study the topic. Read about it. Social networks are always asking us to write, to share our opinions, to talk. This is positive. And we must be careful. Before sharing something, I need to think. Is it positive? Is it true? Do you agree? Comment here. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Let's write texts to share online. But before writing these texts, let's think, how can I write in a way that will generate positive change? How can I write in a way that influences people to join me for a cause? When we write, we have to think about emotion. This is a heart, okay? Emotion. And, my goodness. This is a brain. So, emotion and reason. We have to combine these two things to convince people. First, to keep reading, and second, to take action. You want to invite people to join you, you have to deal with their emotions. You feel better. You be happy. Reason. You have a lot in return. Because the heart is always saying, hey, let me feel happy. Let me feel the love. And the brain is, what do I gain with it? What's in it for me? So you have to write and engage reason and emotion. Plato, philosopher from the past, who lived in Athens, a city in Greece. Plato was a student of Socrates, and Plato used to say, "The reason is the slave of passion." What do you want to change in your city? All right. Let's write about it. Let's study the topic. Let's see the actions we need to take to change this reality. Big changes start with small actions. When you started studying English with us, when you started watching our classes, your English was not as it is today. You were improving step by step. What are the problems of your city? Well, let's fly high and try to see some challenges. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Tell me, what are the 3 biggest challenges of big cities? What are the challenges you see when you watch this video? Hello, my friend. We're talking about writing texts. And when we write something, we must know who we're talking to and where we're sharing this information. Organize your text in a way that you be read and understood in that platform. Should I talk on video? Should I write only one sentence? Should I write a deep article about this topic? How much space do I have? What is the audience in this platform? Have this in mind. If you had to summarize your text in one sentence,
what would it be?
3, 2, 1. Yes! We're finishing one more class. Excellent! Congratulations! You were growing. You were getting to a position of leadership. And leaders lead by example, not only by words. Today, you learned how to express yourself, to share your ideas on social media, on wherever you want. But remember to have words and action. Your actions must speak louder than your words. Okay? I started this class reading a conversation between Luke and Mary. Now I end with a conversation between Luke and Joseph. Mary is the mother. Joseph is the father. Once, Joseph saw his son donating his clothes. And although Joseph was a good man, he told his son, "Son, you worry too much with the miserable." And then Luke asks Joseph, "Okay, and what was his reaction?" And then Joseph says, "Well, my son put his hands on my shoulders and told me, 'Dad, I have to love people as I love myself, as I love you and Mom. Being happy is making others happy.'" Joseph's son. Do you know who I'm talking about? Of course you know. He said, "Dad, being happy is making other people happy. I'll work and I'll buy another piece of clothes." And then Luke asks Joseph, "Did he always want to learn?" And then Joseph says, "Absolutely. Every day he observed behavior of other people. He would come and talk to me about it. But honestly, I don't know who taught more, if I was teaching him or if he was teaching me. From the bottom of my heart, I don't know who was the educator. I don't know if I was teaching or if he was teaching." And then Luke asks, "All right, and Joseph, what about when he got nervous, irritated?" Joseph answers, "Well, hardly ever he lost his temper, even when he saw injustices, even when he saw unfair things. He was calm as a breeze. He was resilient as the leaves of date palms that are humble, that bend when there are storms, but they don't break." And then Luke asks Joseph, "Okay, but did he complain?" Joseph answers, well, he was a specialist in thanking, even when he was hurt. And then Luke says, happy? Joseph answers, yeah, he had an optimism, and he had an unbelievable joy and happiness. He was amazing. My friend, when you face challenges, when you decide to make change, you have obstacles. And you will need 3 assets. You will need to donate time, energy, money. Not all of them, but one of them you have to give. There is an American coach that has prepared many champions, elite athletes. And he says that the most valuable asset in life is not time and it's not money. He says energy is the most valuable asset. Listen to him talking about it.
This notion of managing your energy. And I just want to make a couple comments about that. I began to learn that our most important resource as human beings is not time. We were fed a bill of goods when the time management industry said that if you want to be successful, the most important thing you need to do is to carve out time, align it with your deepest values, and just devote time to those highest priorities. And for me, that didn't work because I could watch athletes and competing, playing, practicing, and it wasn't the amount of time that they spent. It was the energy they brought to the time they had aligned with what the objective was. And I said, the most precious resource we have is not time, but energy. We are vessels of energy, and as long as we have energy, we can have an impact. And I began to realize that every time you invest energy in something, you spawn growth.
Yes. Do you agree with him? In your opinion, what's the most important asset in life? Time, energy, or money? Comment here. I want to see your answer. Thank you very much. I am Felipe Dib. See you next class.